after year when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these...
We're going to need a quarterback next class. Edwards is gone. Daniels, Trey Lyons. We'd be fine without Priestley staying. I don't think we have to throw in money. Bigley, Flanagan are staying. They both have great development traits. I'm not even sure if we could get Priestley drafted anyway, so I'm totally fine with him leaving. Gastineau could go to the NFL right now. I think just for the memes, I want to keep him around just because it's fun. But we do have some talented players ready to step up next season. Got to pay up for Uber's a repeat. He could be a major difference maker next year. He'd be in the mid to high 90s. Like, you got to pay up for that as a redshirt junior. No, actually, Purdue's going to stay for his senior year. He wants that title. That's huge for us. Bigley wants 105. I'm happy to pay that. We don't need to pay Priestley. I'm happy to keep 0. Playing time is F. Yeah, good luck saving that. I don't think we need to pay for him. We can get wide receivers. Yeah, we can keep Josh. He's not asking for too much. We can double it and get to 80. Probably keep Chapman, too. He's going to have a big XP boost after this.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Morrow. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not.
Should take the field goal. We're on the roll.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And you...
A football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's another play for this.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They make the... Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Walker to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
That was horrible.
The run from the shotgun. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Trying to run it in. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he's in.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped. And that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The option look. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Here comes the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Good right down. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Walker will fire. Complete. At the 20, he's got space. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Touchdown, Minnesota! It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Not many play calls a coach likes to miss. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? Just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Walker to throw. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's a
Michigan
win.
choosing to spend its final timeout here. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. And so it's Minnesota who will be sipping the nectar of victory and taking home the little brown jug by beating Michigan. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
This one I really wanted.
Sorry, I'm in the bathroom here. Okay, so that's just an interception and we lose the game. 5-6. I'm tired of Ohio State. How? Dominating this year. We just can't even do anything on the field. Get me out. Get me out. Maybe they slip up somewhere in the rest of the season. You don't have to see them in the college football playoff. Tough one for us, real tough. They sit to the first college football playoff. Surely they do well in the stipulation. We have an absolutely loaded roster. One of the best I think I've ever built. And somehow still can't beat Ohio State. Okay, we're in the top 5 for Ohio State at number 6. Don't love that. Went 6-1 so far. We're doing well. Let's finally unlock talent development. Dude, we're 10-1 so far. Number 2 in the country. Indiana, we're now 4-7. Let's see if we can beat them in this and hopefully we do. But if not, I think we're still okay to make the college football playoff at this point. As I see with talented team like this, Zach Burton, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. That's a good sign. Yeah, so we made a Big Ten championship. Good. 11-1. Only Ohio State that's had our number, dude. I swear. Get 250 dynasty points if we win this conference championship game. 500 just for appearing at college football playoff game. Good to know. We're so much higher rated. We feel like we have to win this game. Let's take care of business. 0-0 right now. Okay, fine. We're big into the game. We drive. All we have to do is run out this clock. Feel free to sleep. Keep in the game. But we didn't do that job. We scored down at 10, so I'm going to try and get it on this tip right here. And I'm scared. Go upfield. Oh, we're gone by the red. That's bad. Now it's on the defense to get a stop, and we know I'm worse than defense. One route. Oh, we missed him. Same. Somehow getting it down. Show that. Know where to go with it. Good pressure. Oh, no way! He's going to go all the way and score. Are we serious? I don't know that. Oh, so close to greening that. Gotta get in field goal range. Jumbo, no! Not a green! We got him on it. Let's go, Kimball. Overtime round. Oh boy. That's a great catch. Let's go. What a grab. It works out. It's awesome to see. Right up the middle. Let's go. Oh, let's go. That's not game sealing.
Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Defensive lineman, come on. Turn those hips around and run. Gomba's faster than this guy. Let's go. First down.
The run inside. It's Morrow. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Walker will fire. Makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Oh, this is a bad, bad shame. to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down. As
I'm not used to the meter on defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to find the end zone. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. It is a game of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. Walker to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Golden! It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he'll run out of bounds, but down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the deep shot is complete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Floating away. They got it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down on the ice, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And, man, that is not what this defense needed. They had to try to find a way with no timeouts left. 3rd down, they got to get the football back, and they couldn't get in the backfield. He drives ahead. He gets the 1st down. And if they want to, they can just take a knee. This one's over.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Handoff to the single back. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run it to the right. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. They're just trying to rub it in. And make the catch.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout the season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Championship game appearance despite his noodle arm. That, alongside upgrading our athletic facilities, if we can ever make some money, are the 2 things that I do to try to achieve. The chance at a big payday that our athletic director really wants us to describe as president. Hey, not only does he go in that game because they're broke, but the following weeks we face off against Oregon and Louisiana State on the road. Even if number 1 Texas on our schedule, it is still going to be another 3 years until we get to the North Stadium as well. So I want to show that we can find ways to make money beforehand. Another big upgrade would be the third team in the roster that has cost us to spend all of our money. All right, back and running back before it works. Then over on the other side of the ball, I think I'm going to have a hard time getting stopped a lot. There is something to be said about the defensive backs first that we got over the day early on, and I'm hoping that they're going to stick around for a while. As we play games throughout this season, we have to learn more of our roster. So now that we are facing off against the quarterback that handed us a loss last year, the last thing that I want to touch on is the fact that a receiver with 92 speed. We're also able to get a lurker. We're able to get a power rusher defensive tackle. The problem is all of them want NFL money, and currently we will not be able to offer them. Why is it? I would want to silence some of the 4-stars. We don't have the money. We don't have near that many. This is why the bottom of our board is just 1 star. How bad these guys are, though. This is a free safety with so important for the future of this program that we have a really good season. I have to say, this 2nd and 3, you're going to see these reserve Tate. He's got to start getting introduced to a lot of our defensive players. Tyreek Tate is a 6'4" sophomore from Hawaii, so he decided to stay in the state. But these new young defensive backs are just shredded right now. Our defense is up everything, and it looks like this is going our way. I have also decided that we would be best running a 4-2-5 instead of the 3-3-5 that we were in. We're still having a huge emphasis on stopping that. We also made sure that the quarterback spy out there for 3rd and 6. I don't see anything open. Looks like they are going to try to scramble away. He makes the goal at the last second. Five minutes this year. They just do it all. If you are wondering how this has me feeling for our game against Oregon and Boise State, it's not good. However, for now, we just have to worry about this matchup first. It is really no surprise that Ron Rice is going to get a lot of votes this season. We're going to start the game getting one, or apparently losing one. Now, Micah got paid $60 for a totally different step. Purdue, you are looking at this and you're like, this guy is not going to lie. You just have to trust him. On 3rd and 19, he settled in the pocket. He has it. I can tell that this is exactly where we left off. This is the more offensively. We really shouldn't spend as much time on it. It is still very early on in this game. They could have thrown the ball. They opted for the run. No, we are going to do it again on 3rd. We're just giving up everything. We did have the luxury last season of a couple really good lockdown players on this team. I thought Tate was going to get there. Either way, though, we have one at 2nd and 13. They should be running the ball, but they are going to go to the air. You see this coming. The play is right here. They're aggressive on 3rd and 5. We're going to pass it. We are going to play underneath, and they run the same type of thing to the other side. The entire first quarter has been all Fresno State. Can't make them there, but we're going to get for 3rd and 8. We have a big opportunity to start the second. We might give up a touchdown as well if we get too aggressive, and there it is. There it is. I am sure I'm going to help you, but it is still super early on in the game. I will not give up on our team. What we really need to be able to do is just not let that defensive tackle break through. We can keep his hands off of the ball right early on, then we still have some running lanes. However, I don't only want to run the ball. I don't want to get off of this play just because I was willing to take that chance. But sometimes the safe read is the better one. And underneath, that's just not good. I didn't pay Micah Alejandro what I did for things like that. And you genuinely just have to know that the blitz is coming out. On 3rd down, what we're going to do is we're going to roll out. The playmaker is not working. I was sitting there again. And we're supposed to be somebody shooting from those. I didn't put it in what it is. I know it's my first game today. I know I'm not warm, but this is not what you want to get early on. They are 4-15, and they are doing whatever they want.
Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get...
What was that read? And we are going to dive into the end zone. We are back. My offense has sucked. It's not been good, but I am awake. Lawrence Legato, beautiful man. He's only the sophomore.
And this is an offensive coordinator's dream. The short field, the very short field, the perfect time setting up a 1st and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdowns!
But you know what? It's okay. They're probably just going to run football here. If they don't, I was ready to get a sack. So I guess another player I should touch on is Matthew Sarah.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Russo. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that'll not only be a first.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to...
Snags it! They will score!
We're going to go halfback direct. Devon Rice is moving to 7. I see no reason to not just move it off. Either. Looks like Fresno State is not going to be able to...
Running inside. It's Morrow. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. To the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Dumps it to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Trojans use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he's in, pounding his way in for the...
We are going to have a slam right here.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Firing to the right, complete. They've got enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Walker will fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to...
Touchdown, go! Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays.
It does seem like we're going to be on a 3rd and 14. But look at Tama running that route. Tama Yuliana was our 3rd best receiver last year. He played slot plus, and he did an okay job. He came up with some big plays. But now the Hawaii native is taking over as our #1 receiver, and I'm just not sure if he's going to do as well on the outside. You know what, though? It turns out he is not from Hawaii. It says he's international. I don't know where Wei Kuba is. When it comes to our team, though, I do believe he might just be best suited to play in the slot. So we'll see what we do. It was just really hard for us to get big receivers, especially
decide for us, we could have somebody great on the outside. It is also seeming like Fresno State is going to be able to hold us to a field goal, but Micah takes off, and Mike Alejano has done it. You know what? We can never criticize him. He's worth every penny. There were a lot of you in the comments of last video telling me I need to step up more. What I will tell you, though, is even though that might seem like a good idea, even though that might seem like a great strategy, the more we do it, the more they are going to adapt. It is not fun whenever you see a quarterback spy on every single play, though it probably does lead to more players getting open. So you just got to take whatever they're giving you. He got rid of it. It is really remarkable the meltdown that Christian Martinez had in this game, though. He started so hot. We had scored 28 straight points. A lot of credit to our defense for that, and our offense coming alive. I'm just really worried for our game against Oregon next week, what our offense could potentially even look like. They're going to be able to make that throwing play. Okay, what we cannot do is treat this game against Fresno State like it is completely over. We are in a very solid spot, but I have seen some crazy comebacks in my days, and just got to wrap up and down. Most likely they will get one more playoff before the 2-minute timeout, and it is going to result in a first down. That's okay. We just want to make it hard on them to score a touchdown. We did a horrible job. We are about to find out if they have what it takes, though, to stop Devon Rice and our offense if they try to get the ball back. You know, this is a dream look that we are seeing. Hoffman is just going to have to fight for a first down here. It was marked as a 3rd and inches, though, so we have a QB sneak to go ahead and end this one. Just got to time it up in the green, and we have gotten it. Fresno State is out of timeouts. What a great way to win in front of these fans. I can't wait until our new stadium is done, and we are in a much bigger stadium. We can get more people out there in the crowd. For now, though, this is the result that we needed. 200 NIL will be at your budget. I think it's at the end of the year when that happens. It's the battle for the golden screwdriver. This one game, though, is not going to guarantee that we have a good season. There is still so much more that we need to achieve. For Mike Alejano's sake, he was able to only have 2 incompletions. He just didn't throw for that many yards. He only rushed for 35. Our offensive stats honestly look horrendous. It is our young defense that stood up for us, though. Rob Jorgensen and Lawrence Liotto making those plays. It is a little hard for me to ignore, though, how many players are already not happy with us here at Hawaii. There are so many guys at the end of this season that are going to be asking for more money. Even though Mike Alejano is only a junior, we are really going to just need to take this last season with him we have for granted, because there is no way that we're going to be able to afford him unless he takes a pay cut for next year. Especially because there are defensive tackles like Tui Jackson-Mageo that we're going to have to pay to stick around. I don't want this sophomore to just leave our team. He's from Hawaii, to be honest. I don't even know why I'm scouting out the Ducks before we play them this week. Just because no matter what, I know it is going to be ugly for us. They have Malik Washington as their quarterback. He is transferred from Maryland. And there's a little interesting note here. So far, the three-star gyms that we are putting ours into, one of them we got a deal breaker on. But there are no other schools that want these guys. We just need to come up with some money. It is nice to know that we are guaranteed to have 200 coming in at the end of the season because we beat Fresno State. There are just other ways that we can earn even more NIL, like completing those other 2 athletic director goals. More importantly, though, win a conference championship and coach a conference championship game. There is a lot of money that's on the line. Even rivalry wins give us fits before there are more winnable games on our schedule, though. We have ones like this one against the Ducks where we're going for the upset. I just don't know how it's going to happen. I mean, you can see some of the fear in our guys' eyes already. It is a tough place to play. Until we go down like 21-0 either, there will be some belief. Home field advantage for the kicking early on. Let's just get out quick. Okay, fine, that is not going to go well. 2nd and 10, they have covered the bubble, but Devon Rice makes the play. Give me a yard out of him on 3rd and 1, and we will be just fine. We need to be able to block some of these guys. Was that the smartest decision, knowing that our offensive linemen are like 70 overalls? Probably not, but I don't know how throwing would have gone either. I feel like we learned last year that running on 3rd and short doesn't translate well. We really on both sides of the ball. Not really sure what the Ducks were doing right there. It is going to be an RPO. We make the tackle, 3rd and 5. Got to bring Hatcher down so we can play that zone. I figured it was going to be play action. We are going to get an interception. It is Jorgensen on the end of it, and the Rainbow Warriors have been able to silence this crowd for just a split second. This is how you get an upset brewing. We are going to lose a couple of yards. At the very least, though, this is a drive that needs to finish with a field goal. Halfback direct, Devon Rice gets 7. This is also a game where he's going to be trying to stand out because I'm sure you would love to transfer to a bigger school and get more money in the future. We are going to reach for it, but we're short. This is where everything has to be a decision to make because I don't know if we can get it PVC. We're not going to be able to audible to a run. This bubble is about the best look that I am seeing. Are we going to be able to throw it? Go ahead, convert, just like that. We're inside the 20. Next up, they are going to cover this slant. And we are seeing our backup running back for the very first time. I'm not sure why he wasn't getting any looks in the first one. Bradley will go nowhere. And we'll get JJ out of there for 3rd and 8. I really want to get Giuliano on a comeback route here. I just don't think it's going to work with the stadium call. Well, 6 seconds left on the play clock. It was finally able to go in, and they are going to cover that comeback route. 4th and inches. This QBC looks a little bit harder to time up. It's also a lot farther. We're going to call the timeout. We are going to look at the playbook. Decide on something different. It does seem like Oregon might just be sending 5 at us, which would leave either triangle or X open here. It's going to be triangle, and this is short. We are doing everything right. We are playing exactly how we need to. We're not getting off to a slow start like we did against Fresno State. What I would love, though, is being able to just throw another bubble and make it so easy for us to get it. It is now 3rd and goal. We cannot be held to a field goal here. We're going to find J.J. Bradley. Next catch, short of the end zone, though. This is such a tough spot for you. We've been on 4th down so many times in this drive. And they're going to knock it out. No. This cannot be happening.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away.
Where are you running? You're in a zone. You are in a zone. Ferguson is supposed to be covering.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but...
A very interesting first quarter, nevertheless, though. We have kept it tight.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today.
They're going to go back to running the football.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Minnesota! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
If anything, I'm actually very impressed with how some of our big men are fighting up front. They just are able to connect with the receiver. They're dropping everybody back. What we need to do right here is prove that we can keep it competitive.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm...
What? Yeah, then how to tell you sausage? I just seen it. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was just a really good play from him. He saw it coming the entire time. Michael took a crazy shot, though. He better be taking that personally. And J.J. Bradley is breaking out the big one. He gets caught, unfortunately. But we have been waiting for a moment like that. If we get a 1-2 show from Devon Rice, we actually might have a really good season. Looks like Devon Rice is feeling really early in the year for that left side. Held on to that football. Here on 2nd down, you got to get it out. I don't even know what to say. We have no reason to throw this up and expect the play to go well. I don't know what Butney is. Well, Button does well. or just don't settle for a field goal, or freshman year,
How many Illinois running?
only having 3 points out of this game, though, it's a big letdown because we could have been better. Georgia State was not. This is exactly what it feels like when you're your favorite team on Saturday, though, especially one of those teams. I could sit here and tell myself there's been all these opportunities where we could compete with the Dogs. We should be in this, but then we failed to actually take advantage of those things. And then the point there is not much hope that is left for this game. Well, we are bouncing to the downside. Hang on. Holiday just dropped all of this free grass in front of him. We could have a first game return, but how are we getting bogged down? If he looks like he could be a linebacker, he looks huge. Oh well, we're going to run the option. And the grab is four. And once again, we get back to a position where we can come away with some points. College is not completely locked out. That's the worst thing that happened there today. They had to show when they were up 28-3. Oregon, one of those teams. You never know. You have the top ranking on a roster. It really is just one of those games like that sacrifice. But I feel like I feel like we were so much where this could have gone better for us. And every single time we messed up. It was silly of me to assume that Thomas Giuliano was going to be able to get open on that route. He's just supposed to be a good route runner. Oregon's corners are better. Oregon's corners are better. Why are you not tackling him? Why are you standing still? Why are we giving up another pick six? I don't think there's anything for us to be said or see about this game. What this game has done to me in the past week, whether it's in the gameplay or whether it's the awful decisions EA has been making, both of them are just as bad. They are not sending me in a good spot mentally. To wrap this one up, we lost 44-10. It felt like a game where there could have been a chance we were in. I just want to sit in the benches after that for a little bit, take my time here. This is Doug Gerard. I've already talked about the 95 acceleration receiver that I want from Illinois. It is going to be hard to find the 65 NIL for a while, though. We can't offer him anything. You can be very disinterested if we try to give him a scholarship. I'm going to try it and see if we make any progress on him throughout this season. Right now, we haven't even reached his top 5. Well, my assumption is this just won't work. This is Devon Rice. He's already dealing with almost no career health down there. Half of his health is already gone to land there. We're not going to make him practice this year because of it. It does make me a little bit more interested, though. J.J. Brownlee, the freshman running back that we pulled out of the transfer portal, their speeds are the exact same. Give him a little bit more acceleration on the kid from Georgia. And going to this player park spring, hang on, I actually show you how horrible one of those players on the team was. Now, I am not 100% positive this is not how this guy looks in real life, so maybe he is paying a lot of attention to detail, but this is one of our best receivers. This guy right here, look how big his head is. It's a big box. It's not possible. He's looking at the same person here. I thought it was pretty funny because then you go over to another receiver like our junior Trey Griffin. This guy looks like someone you do not want to stop an open field. But if you're wondering why our passing attack isn't like it was in season 1, I think it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Now, on defense, I'm really pretty proud of what most of these guys have done. It is going to be a true test for them against these running backs from Boise State in our next game. They are the number 22 in the country. They still have not lost. It looks like it's a quarterback position. They are starting freshman Hellerman that is from Hawaii, but we were not able to get it. Actually irritates me that we were not able to get this type of play that I was wanting to be around for Boise State. Now we have shown them ourselves that we could be Boise State. If we get a top 25 win, that would be so important. My expectation headed into this one is there's a chance it gets ugly, but also we have a really good opportunity to actually pull off an upset. Better than against Oregon. It is 60 degrees out. It is partly cloudy, though looks more sunny than anything else. And we're already going to tackle them down at the 14. Matt Wagner had 11 catches last week, their tight end. And we need to show this community why he should have gone to Hawaii instead. He might even end up transferring from Boise State at some point. So if we could pull off a win, that says a lot. In an ideal world, I would be able to sign a bunch of players from Hawaii, California, Las Vegas throughout the series. I want to be Hawaiians on the roster as possible, but we need to build up some money and stuff like that as well. And break it off the tackle, we kept it stuck. It is now 3rd and 16. Tyreek just working. He's going to be run, and then Purdue just slides right into the back of his offensive lineman. And I have to say, though, these gray jerseys, especially the helmets, look so good. We did happen to throw 4 interceptions against Oregon. We're just going to act like that didn't happen. A couple of those were not my fault. It's all on my golly how to order done on the bubble screen. Let's go ahead. Move the chain. Let's just go ahead and try to find Jeremiah Hoffman again. It's not. Mike Policano is able to run out of bounds. And he's also on our side at the moment. Devon Rice going to get 5. We should be going with Blake Stein. They're going to allow us to roll out to the left side, though. We cut this one short. Tommy Giada gets us another first. And it seems like almost every single guy on this offense is already getting a touch in this game. This is going to help out the team. This is where Devon Rice needed to run downhill, but he had nowhere to go. And I am afraid that they're going to be able to stop the bubble screen if we don't audible to something a little bit different. Maybe we get Tommy Giada on a slant route, and he's able to get us the first touchdown of the day. This is the best start that we could have had against the top 25 team. I have a weird suspicion that there might be an RPO involved in this play. If it's not, we're filling that hole. Just got to keep filling it up. You know, these guys can run the football well. Dive for the tackle. This is a big play for us. And man coverage does get a little bit more for us. Mark it right there, though, and now we go over. I am a little bit scared of Boise State. He's really capable yet of it, though. Max Jones doesn't get down into the box here. We're going to need to get back on defense. We can attack, and this is an unbelievable defensive start for us. Of course, already shorter routes are what Boise State wants to do with drops, and there is no way to use the offensive optimal cut. They have to be a little bit overrated because they were better than before. That's just the assumption that I'm making right now, because I am strongly believing that we're about to have another solid drive. I took it a second, though. It's now 2nd and 11. Let's get a drag coming across the field. We need to let Cargo actually have a moment to do something. You know, I will tell you what, the sack right there, not how you want it in the first quarter. We're probably what? We'll just see what type of guy is on tackle. He's not big enough to handle it. We are giving it and I was looking before in this direction, and there it is. There it is. Okay, he just got pounded. Unfortunately, not too much that we're going to be able to do there. I just want one of our receivers on this return. Towards Leonardo, one of our corners, thrown to the left. I am most likely my best. All because we came out and have a slightly strong start. Thank you. There were touchdowns on that play there almost. But block, take a little too away, but they will get the sack. And we're going for the kick. There we go. I think not been good at all. Sophomore Jimmy Bradley also going for himself. I wish we would beat the press with some of our receivers this year. Not a step. Honestly, just not being able to trust that Tommy Giada is going to get open on the outside when they're pressing is a very hard thing to deal with, especially since they have a good corner that is on him. We are going to thread the needle over here, and they continue to watch for my golly how to do rolling this on the adoption. That's what they're going to do here. So we're simply not setting this up for success. We're going to go for a short route on 2nd down, so 3rd down. It's weird, but one of my first instincts here is actually just scramble. We're seeing how their man-to-man coverage is working, but we had to leverage. Tommy Giada is getting a little bit better. Nice to see him get open there. Devon Rice with the beautiful cut. Just have to keep on pushing this football down the field, and we'll see what we can do. I'm really not sure how to feel about this corner route. They're in zone coverage. I'm not sure I'm going to like it here, so this is going to adjust on 2nd and 13. Read the flat and take the hits. Take the hit. I think that was the right idea. It was also a little bit half slide down. I'm really trusting Tommy Giada to keep the press here, and we're just going to put that ball up and see if we can drop it on that back shoulder. He has 4 catches, 57 yards. This is the best game he has played for us so far. But we needed a big performance from some of our better guys like this if we're going to take that one. I'm also just taking a little note of the clock here. We are actually going to take it to the 2-minute timeout. There's no reason to snap the ball. And we want to make sure the Broncos don't get the football back with much time. However, they also took note of that. So they are going timeouts, unfortunately. One thing I want to mix in is this wide receiver screen. I'm a little bit afraid with how they're going to defend it. If it's not open, you do need to be able to get rid of it. No, this is not. This is why I don't try new plays. This is why we don't experiment in the play card. I don't know what else I'm going to cover. I'm sorry, boys. The comments might be onto something. The comments might actually be onto something. I've been playing these college football games for far too long. How on earth do I not get better? Okay, we could take that hit, or we could probably scramble for 10 more. At the very least, what I want to do is end the first half with a touchdown lead over Boise State still. Man-to-man coverage, good cut from Tom. And we're going to see if he can also get open with this slant. Now, we have this whole play designed around him, but there's always the opportunity for Mike Conley out of the line. It has put us in a really nice spot, too. Looks like the press is getting beat over there. Oh, he's having a day. No way. That was actually an incredible approach from cornerback Jalen Braxton. But I knew Devon Rice took it off a good run, and he jukes it outside. Devon Rice is in the end zone. Getting a little Heisman pose on him. That's just disrespectful. Right in his face. We might have given Boise State 35 seconds to score still, though. Just keep that in mind. I'm not really sure how aggressive they will be since they only have one timeout remaining, but that was on time today. That is just not something you can give up at this point in the game. Looks like we are going to get the sack. Uliaki talking to you again, has done it again, and are they need to get a snap it one more time? They have not. There's that 2 sacks out of our former linebacker, who's 350 pounds, and down to the defensive line. That's a smart move. And there is another upset that has already happened across the country. Utah lost to Maryland, even though Maryland no longer has Malik Washington. With us getting the ball to start the second half, I am looking over there to think about if we can beat the press or not. It does seem like Devon Rice just messed that up. He was a little bit too fast. He was a bit too explosive on him. But as long as we get the first one, I really don't love how they have decided to defend this, though. With those 3 guys there, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Did we get it? 4 inches. This is actually kind of disgusting. They're on the entire game. But I don't want to risk us turning it over for them. It's not always fun to play realistic, but what I learned last year against Miami, some of those big plays just do not translate well. I'm not sure what it's going to end up anyway. Throw that at the cut one. No way. Drive line for a little bit longer. Maybe the type of one. And I was afraid that's a horrible angle. Capture. Because now they have us on a 2nd and 12. Now they have us trying to figure out how are we going to move the ball, and it comes from Micah's first. There is going to be a game where Aliado has more rushing yards than he does passing. Those read options, we've just got to start not keeping it with him on no. Third 19, that is back-to-back plays that does not go well. I mean, we know Carvalho doesn't have the best route running, but he does have good catching. I think we need to throw this up to somebody that's only on one guy on it. What a lost cause that was, though. He has so much momentum that he's just not been able to be on our side now. Boise State's got it. They're feeling good right now. And I do not like that able to grab the hook on that touchdown one, so I'm going to control it here. He's going to come off that. Then let everybody else make sure that they can wrap up. I'm going to right here for 2nd and 9. It's another little inside run. Here in a very capable spot of getting a 3rd and 7 stop, but I am also putting a QB spy out there so we don't give up the scramble. No shot, Matthew. He's going to give that up. The actual Hawaii native was able to get back to his hands on it. This punt is going to go out the back end zone. Then J.J. Bradley is the running back that we are going to see out there, but he is going down immediately. It is weird without Devon Rice being out there. Looks like the stadium pulse is affecting what we can do in this situation. Come back to that ball. Okay, if I'm smart, then we just have to actually get this read. I have not made the correct read on the read option at all, but we did that. We still control our destiny in this game. It's just really hard to win whenever you go backwards so many times on offense. Here on 2nd down, we are able to evade some of the pressure, but ultimately Boise State has us exactly where they want us. On 3rd and 13, I'm going to get a comeback route out there. Tommy Uliano should be able to get open. If it's man-to-man coverage, we just have to to find him. And I'll tell you what, if you told me before this game started that we would have an actual opportunity in the fourth quarter to take this up with the to upset the top 25 team, I think that our defense is like not looking good on paper at all. It's actually been so effective, and that was close. I don't want to see it. I know how to do it. I'm happy to touch down there. Looks like we're going to get caught on the line. It really does seem like we are going to be better off throwing the football instead. Corner route is not open down. So, find our tight end last second. He dropped it. I do expect better out of JT Tagger. He isn't even going to be there for this play, which might be good. I'm not sure what type of blocker he is. This is not happening again. This is not. There's just, I swear, we're never running a halfback screen in this program. We will never see a halfback screen out of us again. We haven't just shot ourselves in the foot once. We've done it twice. We are no longer able to move. Somehow, though, we could still win this game. You know, if we actually play well, if we aren't making any mistakes, I am starting to feel the vibe that this team will win the Mountain West Conference. But we have to not at the moment our hurry up offense is pretty cool thing. So we are not going to stop with any of that. We're actually going to look right here and report. There's still 5 minutes left. We don't need to score that fast. I just want to make sure we don't have the last possession. It would really love me if we never saw the ball again. I love that this bug is in the game, by the way. No idea what my routes could possibly be. So we're just going to check it down. Fantastic work on EA's part there. And it's going to be 4th and 5. I feel like this is a tough spot because you could kick a field goal, get a stop, and then drive down the field and win with a touchdown. But there's also only 4 minutes left, so I don't know if I want to risk this entire game in the hands of our defense. We're going to get a Texas route out there. Bama is going to be our first read, and he's open. Juliana now has 8 catches for 150 yards. He's yet to have a performance like this, I think. And I mean, he's just bullying that corner right now. There is no reason for us to do anything else, actually. It does seem like running just months. We are going to slow down our momentum, passing the ball. I didn't even notice, though, that he is out there on the field. That's our third string running back, and we needed him to finish off the drive.
What?
Well, Boise State is going to have an explosive on first play their next drive. Okay, that was pressure on. I was actually feeling really confident up until that moment. We are going to...
Well, now, here. Come on, bye.
They have all the control.
Right.
I cannot believe they had 2 defensive touchdowns. And then they had, like, that huge breakaway run. We just have lost. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to call timeouts. I'm going to stop the run still. And we're even pressing, but I just think that they are going to get something big here. And I think we've got to let it stand. I was going to get it, but it's better for us. We still have an opportunity to take this game to overtime. So, no need to panic yet. Y'all take this to the 2-minute timeout. It is still wild to me, though. This is the situation we find ourselves in. Looks like Hoffman is on the field here. I kind of miss having JT Taggart out there just to get a bigger target to have a tight end. But we're going to be able to pull this one with Mike Alejano, and he can't get another serious time. 15 rushes, 88 yards. He has done his job. I was going to run that halfback screen, but I ended up going to break my rule already. At least make me wait a couple seasons before I forget about that rule. I love how open things is. You know, we are moving so well. We get such a flow state with this offense. We might score a little bit too fast. So, unless we have a touchdown on this play, well, again, there was an opportunity to throw this slant, but it's also not that well that we missed it. Can't make him turn around for that ball. No. Do not get out of bounds there. That is very frustrating. And we're going to scramble. Throw it above his head. Amazing placement. Amazing teamwork. Comma. Plato. We are still giving Boise State 36 seconds. I don't want that to go unnoticed. It is why we are trying to make sure that they return this kick. I'm hoping that they only get to like the 15-yard line. Any more would be dangerous. You know what, though? Even them just getting to the 20 is better than the 25. If the run can stop it, we're going to, for whatever reason, they are so confident that they can take down Hawaii that they're not going to get upset at home. They would rather not even attempt to get the field goal. They'd rather just go straight to overtime. We're going to win the toss, which is actually a huge win in itself. This is such a huge moment for the Hawaii football program. We can take down a top 25 team in overtime. That's our biggest win that we've had this year. Is that these arrows way down in case they lose outside the run, it was a run. I could not tell. Sometimes it's hard to see what the football is at. You're assuming that they could pull it and play action. I'm just hoping we can find what it takes to stop what we say. I will say, I'm a firm believer. If you get the ball second in overtime and you score, you go for the 2-point conversion. So that's what's on my mind. We have to get there first, though. Micah Olivado is tired. Pass back direct. Get around me that he can. This is where Tommy Goodrich could actually just get open and end it for us. He's been dominating in this whole game, but I'm never going to lose with it. That is not the end of the world for us, though. It's only 2nd and 10, and the time to catch is made. Time for the 2-point conversion. This is what it all comes down to. That's fantastic. Hold on for a moment.
I just took a monster, dear. Every time I'm about to smoke, you come in here. You knew I just rolled a blunt.
Stadium in Eugene. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Now when I want to roll a blunt.
Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the crowd that does make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
Moore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. Shakes off the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in the third.
Turning it on. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Headed outside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throws into the middle of the field. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration. Just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do. Starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dante Moore looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throw it, say it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You want me to throw it? Nobody was open.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. He might want another play. The run inside. It's Davison. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. A little screen to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Davison. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. 4th down, Moore. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for...
He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Baldwin.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's more to throw. Rush is on him. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse.
From that are very unsatisfactory.
Second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, that's a bang-bang play. It's just a hitch throw, and that's normally just pitch and catch, but awesome coverage by the defense there.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic.
But really what they need is Christian Yelich to start hitting again. They need Willie Harris to start hitting. They need Jackson Churio to kind of kick things back up as well. So you need kind of your big-time guys in the middle of the field to start hitting. That would certainly help quite a bit. But one of those comments we shall see, but it's
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Gamecocks headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Lacey. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside, it's Lacey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Nice move there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Rebels. He got it back corner of the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The DBs will back off a bit. On the move, it's Fuller. Oh, he's got some space. Took it all the way to the 36 6-yard line, and he threatened the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They'll give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But
big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Brings him to the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Sellers. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it. Looking for the end zone. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Escapes the pressure going right. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if it was a coverage bust or what. There's no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Lacy. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be
I
third
dropped
down.
it there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Sellers to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Time to take a shot. It's caught. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels!
And what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Throwing Sellers. Bringing the heat. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Yeah, I like that part. I'm going to hold on to that part. Yeah, and some conversation. You know, Ronnie, you know, so we should hold out.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Running inside. It's Fuller. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. He's got him. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking for a huge play. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not
That's a rare card. That's a good deal. And where are you at with this? We're very close. I'm really in Chicago. Well, I didn't stop that. Are you Eastern Zone? Eastern Time? It's actually really close. What is that going for? Close to 2. I know. We had the Giants, right? We had the Giants who looked fabulous there. Everyone picked on. What's your
Glad to have you with us from Ross H. Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Purdue Boilermakers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross H. Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Nice.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Boilermakers will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Using his legs, it's Clark. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Lopez. Shoots it to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Lopez from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Hernandez. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Calls his own number. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lopez to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to go deep. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there?
And he will score. Touchdown, Wake. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Finding some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Going long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive
I don't care.
play
It was
right
me that
there
dropped.
for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give on the counter. Bounced off his feet.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it. Way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Get it out on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't he? He's so impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he added the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Sets up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Lopez. Under fire. And they got it.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Plucks it out of the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Throwing for it on 4th, Gio Lopez. The clock winds down to 2 minutes.
Not 120% comps, not even 130% comps. They're more like 200% comps. 300% comps I heard. I saw some tables, but I'm not there looking up comps. But I don't know if this is a normal thing at the National. I know National prices were always higher anyways, but I've heard a lot of that. I'm not there. I wasn't able to talk about
Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you'd like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football land. Next, it's time to pick your position. We've added 3 new positions this year: tight end, edge, and safety. So you have more ways to play the way you want.
the offense that I will be working with. And I'm actually pretty excited for a couple of these on quarterback, David Brown, who's a senior, comes from some experience. He's going to be an overall, but he's going to throw power is terrible. What our main focus needs to be, though, is to pressure the running back stage in Buffalo. There's a 79 overall, he's 93 speed, and even more importantly, he is goal shifty, except since I'm coaching and not playing, I don't get to use it. If we are going to win national championship in 10 seasons, I have to make a lot of right decisions. So I think we're going to start running the spread offense. We might pivot to air raid later on, and I am a tactician, so we are going to focus on our offensive line, and if we get more coach level, we'll see the upgrade. So something as an offensive coordinator, I don't really get to decide how we're going to play. I also don't improve what he does to stop the ball. I'm not really sure if I can do it. Don't get fired. So we need to achieve these athletic director goals. 25% of our population. The bar is not that high. To be fair, one of the last what I will say is if I can't do that, there is no reason for me as a and coach, but for now we're just not going to make your defense behind you. I really it's all about falling in the right place, though. Here we have a read option. We'll see. Like I said, I will be a coach, so I want to see this from the sideline. We are going to get nothing. It's frustrating to be so able to set the receiver with the red that I want us to go. Are we actually going to get that?
Next, you'll set your player's skills on the field, but first, you need to make your choice. The first step in building your player is setting their physique. As you adjust your height, weight, and body type, the maximum ratings for your attributes will change. Smaller players tend to be quicker and more agile, while bigger players are generally stronger and more physical. Here, you'll set your max potential by determining how high you can progress each attribute during your career. Your player's archetype and potential physical abilities will be determined based on your allocation of points in these skills. You'll have the chance to raise these attributes further by earning up to 25 cap breakers. These are awarded for accomplishing milestones like winning awards, setting records, or winning championships. Welcome to college. Now it's time to start your career. Your choices, weekly actions, and on-field performance will impact your journey through college, so be mindful. Make sure you manage your responsibilities as a student athlete by spending energy to stay eligible, in shape, and on your coach's good side. You can also spend skill points to upgrade your...
It's not like we were the worst team in Sunbelt either. Coastal Carolina, Southern Miss,
Where did he go?
Monroe, all had work seasons. So I am not shocked to say that we did get extended for one more year. We're going to be back for 2027. That is if we decide to not take another job. I can imagine that we're going to get into the offers. Cameron Brown just really hit our season. All Xavier Butler was able to rush for a lot of yards. Cameron Brown on the ground did really well. I back what I said about him there. And then on the receiving end, DJ Rouse, I think most of our teams have transfer. Another way to secure our job security is still winning out on this battle, but it's going to cost our team some NIL. I'm pretty sure that I trust our athletic director to manage this small amount of it that we have well done. I really want to look at other jobs. What I'm seeing so far is a lot of where these schools don't have any interest. We've even had success. FIU is the smallest school to express interest in, but I don't think we can hire. Instead, what we have to do is take a look at the offensive coordinator position. But I think to keep it somewhat realistic, USF they are not hiring me to be an offensive coordinator. I guess I wouldn't do the plan. It would also be kind of funny to apply at our rival school, Georgia Southern, after they beat us. We're going to stick with Georgia State for another year. They had enough faith in me to bring me back. I'm not able to manage our facilities.
An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Inside, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Offense changing the play. Scanning the field is Levin. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to Caden Durham. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
This guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurt.
Going for it all. No, he should have had that one right in his hands.
Should have. That was a horrible read by me.
He makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Say it. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Sayed. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Taking it the other way. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Jackson. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Swings it out to the flat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Zayed looking to scramble. They're setting up the screen. Push down for the tackle. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They'll run for it. He's not going anywhere. Nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Clement. He lets it fly. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Flipping around with the scout. They're in field goal. They're in field goal range from this spot. We are sending a blitz. We need the sack. We need the sack. Come on. If there's anything we can do from here, it's making this. And what was that? I don't know what happened. I also gave Georgia State a really good
In a way, I set myself.
But really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, they'll work.
So, pick return, go ahead. Get us to at least the 20 and we'll be stopped. I don't like finding myself in this position as a coach where we need to get a lot of yards fast. We have a really talented running back in Sky Priestley, though. Let's get him a halfback screen that is box.
Gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throw it. Say it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Flips it out in the flat.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24. Good work by the coverage unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Here's a give to Durham. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all.
Trying to get behind the defense. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He is having a day, even increasing his degree of difficulty just to show off.
I mean, just laying out. He's given you a little bit of everything today of what he's been able to do, but I'm going to continue to highlight this guy. I mean, he just keeps making play after play, and those stats are working their way up.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a big 3rd down stop for this defense, but they can't relax, right? They've done this a couple of times already, and they've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. So this D's got to be...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Hey, beautiful. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna make my food after this game.
Touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown
I know.
pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone.
And you just figured that out now? Thought you would have figured that out when you asked for the laundry. Because you always figure shit out.
Starts from their own 25-yard line.
Well, at least you did your test and you came home without throwing up this time.
On the run, it's Jackson. Works ahead for
I thought it was the breathing test where you had to hold your lungs go.
Coming into this game, man, the focal
Yeah, that's when you... Oh, that's how you grew up last time.
Coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical.
Well, they should have showed you how to do it.
And really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You want a soda?
Yeah. Trying to get this guy to quit, but he ain't quitting.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Got it.
Yeah, the steak's just going to go in for the last couple of seconds. I can beat him. How many you want? I want to make twice baked potatoes again.
And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Takes the easy completion. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll go play action with Sayin. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big...
Okay, so we've had some reaction to the Scooble situation, to the guys that the Brewers acquired. I want to start with the Scooble thing, because we continue saying this doesn't pass the smell test. And we are aggregating all of the information that is out there, and, you know, sometimes you're like, is this real? Is this, you know, do we need to push this through a